guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday. Good morning. It's 11:10. Oh, there's my buzzer. Wait a moment. Hello. If you go up the stairs, I'll come and get it. Okay. Hi guys, sorry about that. I ordered some milk from Deliveroo because I want to make some smoothies. So I told the guy to leave it downstairs by the mailboxes, but he rang the buzzer and he was coming up the stairs, but I went downstairs and got it. So I just needed an extra lot of milk so that I could make a couple of smoothies today. So we've got 1 litre of semi-skim milk. We've got a packet of fig rolls. We've got some Richmond's pork sausages, just a snack. And we've got 2 Branston baked beans with sausages. And basically I wanted 6 cans of cola, but they didn't have any. And they didn't substitute them with Pepsi Max or anything like that. So I wanted 6 cans of Coca-Cola. They didn't have any. So they've refunded my money. And the last week that I get paid, I'm usually left with not very much. So this is going to get put away. Oh, it's tied a knot in this one. So this is a box of broken biscuits, misfits, wonky shapes, broken pieces, crumbs expected. These misfit biscuits are all about taste, not looks. And what is a misfit, guys? Alexa, what is a misfit?
Good morning, Crystal. As a noun, misfit can have a couple meanings. 1. Something that fits badly, as a garment that is too large or too small. 2. A person who is not suited or is unable to adjust to the circumstances of his or her particular situation.
You can also be a social misfit. Your face might not fit in. You might have a bit of a wonky face like me. So I got myself some wonky biscuits. Broken biscuits, misfits. And these are going to get put away for the last week where I can, even if I've got no food, no meals, I have got some biscuits. So these are going away, guys. They're supposed to be like a mix match of custard creams, nice biscuits, bourbons, rich tea, cookies, and looks like Oreo type biscuits as well. So that's why I wanted to get them. I wanted the cans of drinks. So it seems that everybody is going into stores and getting all the cans of Coke and all the water. So I've got my water. I just can't get cans of Coke. So we're going to be making a couple of smoothies today, and I'm going to be trying to make a pear smoothie. I'll show you why. First of all, yesterday I got this pineapple. So you cut this bit off, cut the end off, like cut all this off, and we can make a pineapple smoothie. Who knows? And also, we have got some naturally wonky, wonderful pears. Wonky pears, blueberries, and we've got some raspberries. I've also got some strawberries. It's a shame about the Coca-Cola, because it's nice to have a nice cool Coca-Cola with some ice cubes. Never mind, we've got some strawberries. Right, there's a couple of things I want to say, and that is, we all make mistakes. We all have a past. We shouldn't be punished for our past. We should be moving into a future, all of us. We shouldn't be living in the past, punishing people for what they've done in the past. The past is done and gone. Those that are suffering from trauma, yes, you have to work through the past, but we don't have to let the past rule our future. We can say, look, that happened, but I'm not going to let that shape my future. I'm also not going to let any blackmailing, witch hunting prick spoil my life. So if there's anyone out there that thinks that I'm scared of any dirty laundry coming out, you're mistaken. I am not a celebrity. I'm not famous. You're not going to get any money out of blackmailing me. Right? So, we move on. Right? Don't let other people dictate to you, right? You know what happened in your life. They don't. They're just, it's like Chinese whispers. Somebody says, like, my dog is a Chihuahua, and by the end of it, gossiping and whispering to about 50 more people, it comes out, my cat is pink and blue with an elephant's tail. We all know that. People gossip, they get the wrong end of the stick. Then you're tied with some stupid brush that isn't even true in the first place. Right? 20 years ago, I was a different person. 20 years ago, each one of you was a different person. I am now 50 plus. I've grown up, I've got more mature, I don't do stupid, silly things. I don't lose my temper so easily as I used to. Yes, I've done silly things I regret. But you don't punish someone for the rest of their life for something that's long dead and dusted. And I'm sick of it. So to this prick that is emailing me, trying to get underneath my skin, you are not getting any money out of me. I am not afraid of you. I don't care if you've got my birth date, right? It's what you do. If you choose to commit fraud, if you choose to commit ID theft, then you will possibly face a prison sentence. I am not submitting to blackmailers or people that think that I am scared of my past coming out, because I'm not. right? So you have my birth date. How many people on this planet share the same birth date as me? I would imagine thousands of people, right? So this person is gaining information about me when I know very little about them because they have stolen someone else's identity. At least I'm myself and I don't pretend to be anybody else. And on another subject about channels with 50 million views, 665 million views. Good luck to the big channels. Good luck to them. I've been a small channel for nearly 20 years, and if I get through to 3 people, then I've done my job. Right? A lot of YouTube is full of bots. It's full of people that pay for likes. They pay for people following them. I personally do not know every single one of my followers. I haven't got time to go through 4,000 subscribers. Now, people with 556 whatever million views, do you know your subscribers? Do you know every one of them? Do you know if they're all bona fide, they're all genuine? Nobody does. You can't possibly go sift all through that amount of subscribers to know if they're real or they're fake, or people just nosing. I'd rather have a small, genuine channel, right, and be insignificant and get through to people that really matter. So when I see other people doing really well, brilliant, great, fantastic. I don't make money from my channel. I'm not monetized. I do this entirely for free, so I've got no pressure on me to perform for algorithms. Okay? Good morning, everybody. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Today is International Women in Engineering Day, which raises the profile of women engineers and encourages more people to consider engineering as a profession. To hear about some of my favorite women in maths and science, ask me, who inspires you?
Alexa, who inspires you?
I'm inspired by technology pioneers. I'm a big fan of Ada Lovelace, Hedy Lamarr and Grace Hopper. Without them, it's unlikely you'd be talking to me today.
Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 11:20 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Tuesday, the 23rd of June.
Alexa, what is the weather outlook?
Currently, in Rochester it's 24 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect high temperatures, with a high of 34 degrees and a low of 19 degrees. Also, there's an amber warning for extreme heat in effect until Wednesday, 24th of June, 12 a.m.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Why was the rabbit so happy? Because some bunny loved him.
Alexa, which celebrity was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 23rd of June include Zinedine Zidane, Alan Turing, Duke of Windsor, Kim Ji-young, and Duffy.
Right guys, I hope you enjoyed my video last night between 3 and 4 in the morning when I got woken up by a loud thunder and flashing that lit up the room. And today I was hopeful that it was going to be a bit cooler, but a chance of it reaching 34 degrees today. But I thought, yes, I'd do a video. And then I went back to bed and I got up this morning and I went for a walk. Because I enjoy my life. I make sure I enjoy every single minute of it, even if I am indoors. I don't let bullies dictate to me what I say and what I do. If I choose to be quiet, I'm being quiet because I want to be quiet, not because bullies are silencing me. So, good morning everybody. It's a brilliant hot day. I'm choosing to stay indoors and keep cool and keep my dog cool and my cats in the shade. So, when I'm sat down being quiet, I am provoked and prompted and not left alone. But not because they're worried, oh, Crystal isn't speaking, we're worried about her. They want a reaction. They want you to feel shit, small, miserable, fat, ugly, to satisfy the face that they're looking in the mirror. They're insecure. They look in the mirror, they don't like themselves, so they take all their bullshit and crap out on me. Right? So I was sat quiet, minding my own business, watching Nomad Sam on YouTube. Nomad Sam is a homeless man with a dog that goes out in a tent and gets on with his life and enjoys it. Then I watched Duty to Diana, the Butler story, Paul Burrell talking about Princess Diana. Then we had dogs barking, which is normal, dogs bark. Then we have the usual mickey taking of myself, which I've written in my diary for the past 20 years. And I'm not obese. I'm in the front of a camera, everybody looks fat, and that is a fact. Anybody that stands in front of a camera will look fat if you stand right close up to it. I'm indeed not enormously huge. So if someone wants to portray me as an obese person, that's up to them. I know the truth. I was watching Chelsea Leah last night, who is a famous TikToker. I'm not famous. And I don't go around telling everybody I am when I'm not. So, the housing rang me. The housing rang me about antisocial behaviour, and then we get a load of banging and running across the ceiling after the phone call. Then it stopped. So my landlord gave me a ring. I didn't answer it because it's an absolute joke. It's like a funny story. So you start talking about antisocial behaviour, then someone bangs and thumps and runs across the ceiling. I kept quiet. I'm getting on with my life. I've got headphones now. Headphones. And I took a WhatsApp call last night and they were stamping and stamping on my ceiling upstairs, and I put my headphones on to take the WhatsApp call and I heard fuck all. I didn't hear a thing. So running and stamping in this heat is going to wear children out, and children and pets can get heat stroke. So while they're all dancing and doing a dance on my ceiling, I'm stood still, keeping cool. Who in their right mind wants to run around, up and down, stamp, 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 when it's getting on for 30 degrees? So we get the call from the housing, then we get the noise afterwards. Because it's too quiet. Crystal can't sit down and watch the telly in peace. Then we get a call, an email from Michael, who's found out my date of birth, and I don't know what he's going to do with that. And then it's just ridiculous, trying to wind me up, set me off. For what reason? What do they get out of it? They need to take a good look at themselves in the mirror and see that what they're reflecting is their ugliness that they are suffering from themselves, and they're trying to put it onto me. They feel fat. They feel ugly, they feel miserable, they feel insecure, they feel sad and pathetic. And then they try and portray that onto me to make me feel awful. They all need a wake-up call. Let's hope they get one. See you later.